And good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. It is August 2nd, Tuesday morning. First of all, I want to say thank you to all the subscribers. You guys have really motivated me to do more of these videos. It was kind of I started off as like a vent, and then I was like, I don't believe a lot of these YouTubers. I'm just going to start posting my earnings and show people exactly how much people make doing this because I'm tired of seeing these videos, right? But it's been a month and the channel's growing exponentially. It's cool. It's been fun. So I enjoy doing these videos. I want to let you know, like in this last month of me posting my earnings, specifically with Spark. Spark is an app that I started using a lot more after the summertime came around. I work in a college town. All the college kids left. I was like, oh my God, because at that time I was leaning really heavy on rideshare. I hadn't done Spark in a few months, or if I did, it was just a dip and dab. I didn't really get into it deep. And I was like, I gotta go somewhere else and start doing this. And I realized that Spark was offering me a lot of incentives to come back, a lot of bonuses. So I was like, let me get on this. Let me get back with Spark. So I came back, started doing Spark, started doing the videos, and it's been 1 month exactly since I first started posting my earnings. So I want to do a breakdown of this last month of my Spark earnings and kind of talk to you guys a little bit about that. So 4 weeks ago, my first video on my earnings, I worked 21 hours. Made $668 that week, and that averaged out to $31.80 per hour. Now, that was the 4th of July weekend. So lots of people at home shopping, buying food for barbecues, ordering lots of soda and drinks for parties. Lots of incentivization by Spark at that time to get drivers out, right? So everybody's like, oh, we got to get out, got to get all these deliveries done for the 4th. Great weekend. 3180. I cannot complain about those numbers right there, right? The next week, I worked 22 hours, about the same, 1 hour more. I made $483. Now, a lot of the incentives dropped off, or they lowered the incentives so much that I didn't make as much. I ended up averaging $21.80 after making that $483. So that was a significant drop. Without those incentives, it was a $10 decrease of what the earnings were the next week. So the next week after that, again, I noticed that there was no bonuses and incentives. And I kind of went, all right, I'm going to go do rideshare. I'm going to go do some other things a little bit more. I think I did more Grubhub that week and more food delivery. But I only worked 14 hours that week and ended up making $328. And I was kind of cherry picking the times of when I thought would be a good time to do grocery delivery. That week, it ended up being $23.42. Now that $23.42 was a little bit deceptive because I did get one bonus, and that one bonus, even though I worked only 14 hours, it almost doubled the pay. So that week I would have made like $12 an hour if I would have just worked straight for that 14 hours. But with the incentives and bonuses, it ended up being $23.42. So that's just showing you guys like how super important the bonuses could be. Sometimes they're bonuses that offer all week. Sometimes they're incentivizations just for a specific store. Sometimes they're incentivizations to go early or late in the evenings and whatnot. So, and this last week, I worked 20 hours. I made $532, and that ended up being an average of $26.60 per hour. So you can kind of see how it went like this, then this, then this, then this, the earnings. And a good part of doing Spark delivery is understanding where the orders are at. And this is kind of a back to the basics. I got a video yesterday from a young gentleman, and he said, you know, hey, I'm not getting any orders, any suggestions. And I think that comes down to, first thing I do in the morning is when I turn on the app, I go to the stores in my zone and I look at the heat map of what stores are darker in color so that I know kind of where the orders are going to be at, supposedly, right? And that kind of fluxes every hour based on the need. So I like to look at that before to kind of say, all right, those are the stores I should be kind of working toward in my zone. Also, I look for, sometimes there's those dollar incentives that go along with the orders. Those are typically orders that nobody wants, and that's why there's a $5 or $6 or $8, $10 incentive on an order, because nobody wants that order. So that's just, well, I don't really pay attention to those bonus numbers on it, because a lot of times the reason why they're offered is because nobody wants it. But overall, this last month, I worked a total of 77 hours in the month. Okay, I earned $2,011 in a month. So, you know, averaging about $500 a week. Now that is working a 20-hour week. Now that is not with gas. That is not with your vehicle depreciation. That is, you know, your insurance and all the other things. So that's still great money. You know, that's nothing to scoff at by any effect. Now, could I have worked 40 hours a week and made $4,000 a month? Yeah, I think I could have. But I think it would be a hard grind. I don't know if I could stay motivated to do Spark all day, every day. Like, when you guys look at your app and you pull up, it shows you what times of the day the orders are going to be there at the store too. Like when you click on the store, you can go down to the bottom and you see the hours of delivery. And a lot of times I'll be at a store and it'll say there's going to be deliveries that day, and I'll sit there and not one driver comes or goes that hour. I didn't get an offer, and I sat there and I didn't see anybody coming or going. So, and there are days like that. There's Wednesdays. Wednesdays are horrible days for Spark. Tuesdays are not that great for Spark either. For me in my area, honestly, I think the best days for Spark are Friday afternoon into the evening and Sundays and Saturday mornings. But after Saturday morning, like you start to get to the afternoon time, the orders seem to kind of drop off. And to me, a good order is one that includes a tip, right? And we'll exclude the whole tip baiting, blah, blah, blah. But when an order has a tip, because on average, if you guys look at your earnings, like a delivery for a single batch order only pays like $5. And then whatever extra effort that might be in it. But the base rate of that delivery is $5. Or if it's a 2-stack order, it's like $9. So when you get deliveries that have that kind of low pay, without any incentives, without any extra effort, without anything, a $10, $14 order, and you're only going to get one order maybe per hour, that will significantly drain down your hourly income. So I got another video in the hopper that I'm going to bring up, and it's going to be comparing Amazon and Spark. And I had a very interesting rider the other day. He was actually the head of an Amazon distribution center here in Wisconsin. And I had him in my vehicle for an hour and a half. And I was really picking his brain about Amazon Flex and the way they do the program and whatnot. And I thought it was very interesting to see how this battle between Amazon and Walmart is kind of going. And how it's really, for me, I'm thinking, how's it affect us as drivers? How is this battle between Amazon and Walmart going to work out for us? because you see a lot of articles about EVs being purchased and things changing with Walmart Spark. And I've been doing Walmart Spark for a year and a half, and I can tell you for a fact it was better before. it's still good, but it was better. I could, on average, back then, a year and a half ago, I would get an order, a 2-batch order for $10, $11, and I would say 9 times out of 10 there was a tip on it. But nowadays they have this Walmart Plus program, and the Walmart Plus program is making it a lot more challenging for Walmart to show a profit. And when you promise free deliveries, people don't tip when it's a free delivery. If I called you and I said, hey, we deliver for free, do you think, oh, but I should still tip the people that are bringing it? No, you're like, free. And I don't think that that has, sunk in with the people that get our deliveries. I don't think it's going to either, because I honestly feel like in the last week or last 2 weeks, I see a lot more orders. There is a lot, like in my area, a lot of college kids coming back, and a lot of people taking advantage of this Walmart Plus program. And the Walmart Plus program is right now losing money. They are losing money without a doubt. When you do these shop and delivers and you see that you're buying $8 worth of product and you're getting paid $23 to deliver it, or at a bare minimum $19.50, you know that they are losing money on this deal right here. So just something to think about, guys. Hope you guys have a great day, great week. It is my day off. I kind of snuck out to go shoot this video, and then I'm going to be making breakfast for the wife, enjoying my day, taking care of some honey-do list stuff, and then tomorrow I'll be back at it. But hope you guys have a great week. Make sure you guys are liking, subscribing. I love having you here, and we're out.